Hari Om. Let's start with the prayer. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Tvameva Mata Cha Pitattvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakattvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. The next question that was posed is self-realization a knowledge or experience? Because we see a lot of people complaining that I've studied Vedanta so much and it's all intellectual stuff, and what I want to do is now sit down and meditate and realize. That's people. So it's not the study or knowledge important, you have to sit down, meditate and realize in the meditation Aham Brahmasmi. That's the, some people comment on that, and that's what they say, because it's all discussion in the Vedanta is only all intellectual stuff. Well, to some degree they may be right, but what is it really knowledge or experience? Because some Mahatmas says, I experienced the beauty of that, and some say, I have gained the knowledge of that. So is it a knowledge or experience? First we need to understand the basics. The basic is, what is the cause for the problem? That's what we need to know. Cause problem means, what is the problem? I do not know myself. Why? Because I don't know why, because I am taking myself what I am not, and therefore I have an ignorance which is called a Mula Avidya. And therefore the means of getting rid of the ignorance is, says, I don't know who I am. So what do you know? Why do you say you don't know? Because everybody says they know who they are. But I am taking myself what I am not as I am, because I don't know myself. I am taking this as the subject I am, identifying with myself with an object this. So I have this body, this mind, this anything. This is obviously a Desha Kala Vastu Parichinnam, limited by space wise, time wise, object wise. Because I am this, therefore I am not that. This struggle to become infinite, I want that, goes on life after life, because I want to be infinite. By what? By acquiring finite things, which cannot be done obviously. That's why we are continuingly samsara. So what exactly is this? You are already full. So how come I don't know that I am full? That is the problem. That is the ignorance of your own self. So it is the ignorance. Ignorance can only be removed by knowledge. By sitting down and meditating on, who am I, nothing will happen. So just like by sitting in the seat of meditation and what is chemistry, nothing will happen. You have to go and learn chemistry from a teacher and learn the process, then only you will know chemistry. Same way ignorance can be only removed by self-knowledge. Then why do you say it's an experience? It's not a knowledge of something, it is knowledge of your own self, because I cannot know myself by any means of knowledge. Only the Vedanta points you in the direction for you to think, provided the mind is capable to think. So all the process is to prepare the mind to see that which is, it is looking outside, and it has to look inwards to see who is that I am, and that I am is a subject which cannot be a means, any means of knowledge is valid. No pramana, including Vedanta. Vedanta only tries to point in the direction for you, and all the sadhana is only preparing the mind so that it can do the job. So it is either an experience, you are experiencing yourself all the time. There is never a time you are not experiencing. But you think you are something else, that is the problem. So is it a knowledge? It is a knowledge, all right, but why am I studied Vedanta, but you study, it's not a study of Vedanta as a subject, you have to think in the direction pointed out by Vedanta. That's what is required. For that, your mind should be sensitive enough to see that which is already self-evident. So it is a self-evident, self-revealing knowledge that it can be established only. That's why it calls realization, because you have to reanalyze. So recognition, because it's already, you already cognize, but you have to recognize what I am is not what all this, but I am pure subject. What is that? I exist, I am a conscious entity, and I am looking for Ananda. Ananda also comes from me only. It's not if a cup of coffee, I am happy, it's not, there's no happiness in the cup of coffee. Other fellow says, I want tea, not coffee. So it is neither in the, any object is happiness, but happiness comes from myself when the object, the desire is fulfilled, I am back to myself. Therefore, Krishna defines who is the wise person, who is a jnani, who is the greatest bhakta. He says, Pajahati yada kaman sarvan parthavanogatan atmani eva atmanatushtaha. The one who is reveling in himself by himself, because he knows that there is nothing else happiness outside. Why should I go in search of something to get back to myself? So I am already full. So he is the one who really gives real love, because there is nothing for him, because he can only share whatever he has, because overpowering love only he can pour out. All other people is, I love it because that gives me happiness, this gives me happiness, like that my granddaughter says, I love pizza. Not that pizza, there is anything there, because it brings happiness. So we love anything only because it brings happiness. That's what Maitreyi, the Yajnavalkya tells his wife, Are Maitreyi, there is no happiness anywhere. Atmanaskamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Only for one's sake, happiness, you go after things only. But what exactly is, it's a realization, recognition. It's not new knowledge, it is self-evident, self-revealing. But what I need to do is purify my mind to see the fact as it is. If meditation helps in purification after studying Vedanta, to know what to meditate on or how to meditate on, how to redirect the mind towards the meditation, that is what Vedanta calls it nididhyasanam. So scripture says first Shrotavyaha, Mantavyaha and Nididhyasitavya. Tavya means you have to do it. Shrotavya means first you have to listen to the scriptures for a prolonged length of time under a competent teacher until it's crystal clear. Mantavyaha, there is no more doubts about it. And third one is no more doubts. That say I need to sit down and meditate. All those things are not there. It is self-revealing, self-evident. What is there to meditate on? It is already there. But what you need to meditate is only to remove obstacles that confusing my mind not to see properly. That's all the meditation is. Meditation is not a means of knowledge. Meditation is remove the obstacles. For that only we will the meditation is described. So it is not an experience. It is a not new knowledge. It is a self-revealing, self-conscious entity which gets revealed once the obstacles are removed. And that is what is either knowledge, because knowledge also drops out. So it's like a Katakarenu Vatu. Shankaracharya gives an example. You stop with that. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamiva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.